Hello, everybody. Welcome tonight, Monday night. Interesting night we're doing this on. Alan's going to be busy the rest of the week, so we took advantage of the time that he does have before he's off again. And hopefully, and I got to thank you for that Facebook post this morning because I actually took advantage of that. But before we get into trading, I have two things on the screen. First is our new website. And this is specifically for the Apple version of the app because they have such a problem with options for me that nowhere on this site does it mention options. What Apple needs to see is this privacy policy, which basically states that we do not collect nor store any personal data. We use your sign-in, your Apple ID or your Google ID to check for a subscription, but that's about it. We don't save it anywhere. It's not stored anywhere. And that's what Apple needed to see. So hopefully, I'm going to try to resubmit tomorrow this version that says buy stocks and sell stocks. So yeah. The other thing that I wanted to show you, and Alan and I were kind of playing with it, is these alert settings that I've been working on. Now you can set it to vibration. You can set it anywhere from turning it off to 10 seconds. And you can do audible alerts. Now these are ringtones that you should have in your Android phone. And like I said, Alan and I have been playing with them for the past 15, 20 minutes.
Insert coin, man. Give me insert coin.
Insert coin. Insert coin.
Right there.
So this, yeah.
There you go.
So when you guys get a second, play with your ringtones if you can find them on your Android phone, and let me know your favorite because there are a ton of them. And like I said, you know, you could be playing with these forever. So hopefully within a week or so. Hopefully within a week or so.
I like that growl. That's a good one.
Yeah. So hopefully in a week or so, those will be available for an Android update. And you know, the funny thing is that I'm an iPhone or I'm an Apple person by nature. Way back in 2010, we bought our first iMac and we've kind of lived in the Apple ecosystem ever since. But the way that the Android app has come together versus the Apple app that's still getting out of the gate, I'm so much more comfortable with the Android version. It seems so much easier to customize or to work with updates that you guys want. So that's my news. I'm going to get out of here sooner or later and go watch the NCAA basketball championship.
So go Kansas.
Yeah, go Kansas.
Hey, let's look at a couple stocks. Can you bring up CHWY?
Yeah, let's go.
I told them CHWY. Now I had actually 5,000 contracts on that one. Yeah, everybody keeps talking about that one. I don't understand that one. Oh, I think they're looking for another bid because I see the bid being what it is. I think that's what. But I mean, this is the essence of the 5-minute chart. You want something that you're going to get in quick. To get into 5 minutes at 9:40 is beautiful. I mean, you couldn't even ask for a better thing. Now, the thing is that I alerted you to get into CHWY after it had its earnings. Why it didn't rebound after that, I can't tell you. The thing is, CHWY is a good stock. It was up today, was 11%.
Yeah,
almost 12%, 11.9.
You know,
That's huge.
And it really didn't have a retracement at all.
No, it was solid all day.
You know, that is actually, yeah.
But you know, the thing is that now if you're going to play a stock all day, this is a teaching point here. I like to get out at 3 o'clock. Do you see what happens at 3 o'clock? Then you got people that are day traders getting out. See how you had that drop there?
Yeah, we kind of plateaued as well.
Yeah, I mean, and so like companies like Merrill Edge, Fidelity make you get out of the option at 3 o'clock on a Friday. And the thing is, usually that's actually the best time to get out anyway, so don't bother me.
Yeah, right. Right, exactly. Yeah. They're
the other one I called out was Facebook. Can you bring up Facebook?
Yeah, and the funny thing was that with that, I was actually waiting for an eye doctor, and I said, you know what, I'll go check Facebook to see if Alan has posted any stocks to trade.
And Facebook triggered at 9:40 also.
Yeah, and I think I got in around here and played it up to here.
Mm-hmm.
It was a short trade for me, but
yeah, but see, the thing is you want a short trade. And the issue is that there's funny, you know, it's like almost like the computer knows this stuff. So I find there's magical numbers. 122, 111, 11. You see what I'm saying is that these aren't like these are like every day. You see how your high of the day really is 11 o'clock? When you hear that you're supposed to be, you know, holding a trade all day, that's rarely true. And we are renting. Anybody a renter? You know what I'm saying? You're renting. You don't care about, you know, the building that you live in per se. I mean, because you don't own the building. You care about your apartment. You care about where you live. I guess what I'm trying to get at is you care, but you're renting. It's a whole different thing. You're not going to go ahead and spend $10,000 to repair a roof on someone else's apartment complex. You're renting.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
The reason I draw that concept is that I've done very well explaining options to people when I tell them you're renting the stock. You don't want to own the stock. You don't care about a long-term effect on the stock. You care about a daily performance of the stock. Now, the other stock, the reason this went up was Twitter. If you bring up Twitter, you'll see something interesting with Twitter.
And for those of you out of the loop, this was Elon Musk play.
And this play made no sense. So me personally, I think if you want to go ahead and play something for the rest of the week, I'm thinking that the 47 puts on Twitter, if you can get them cheap, are going to go ahead and be the payday of your life.
I kind of tend to agree with that. And actually, towards the end of the day, I was thinking shorting it because, yeah, you know, so
you might get another day playing it. But let me tell you here, everything is about the news. The news is Elon Musk has 9% of Twitter. Well, what good is that news? Because the thing is that he already owns it.
Yeah.
You just made him more money today.
I mean, if you look 27%,
so it's not like he bought any more, and he probably can't buy anymore because he's probably tapped out that they won't let him buy anymore. Because the thing is they have rules about how much of an ownership of the stock you can have.
Yeah.
Now, what made this stock go is that the rumor is, it's only a rumor, the reason he has 9% of the stock is because he plans on buying Twitter. So, and that if he buys Twitter, he's going to allow Donald Trump to go ahead and be on Twitter, and that he will go ahead and be uncensored, which, you know, technically, I mean, it's almost crazy. The stuff I read on Twitter, and that, you know, I think, you know, that people should have if you're going to have an open dialogue or platform, I think you should be able to put anything you want as long as it's not profanity or obscene or anything like that. That's my opinion. That's the same thing in Elon Musk's opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think the news merited to be up 25% today. 27% is what I found. 27% because Elon Musk owed 9%. And how long has he owned it for?
Yeah.
He could have owned it for a year.
Well, and that's the crazy thing. And that's what they say, buy the rumor, sell the news. So yeah, I think that move is overblown as well.
The key thing is when you get an idea like this, never, ever follow through on your idea. Follow through on the idea when you see proof you're right. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and dip your toe in the water and maybe buy some put shares, but you're not buying 50 contracts at this point.
Yeah.
If it falters tomorrow, then you buy your 50 contracts.
When I was just going to go look at the weekly option chain on where 45s are at $47, $48. So $50 for 45, which is right in there.
So what does that mean? You're saying how much are they charging you for one contract on a put buy?
On Twitter.
Yeah, bring up the option chain. No, here's that one you got.
So here's Twitter.
And we'll go back to that one for our conclusion on it. But the thing is that there's evidence right there that I'm right.
Yeah, look at.
But it's the 45. To go ahead and spend $550 for 10 contracts, I think is stupid. Now, I would never buy 10 contracts on the 50 because that's going to cost you $2,000. However, I would is that if it starts up tomorrow, which it probably will, I'm expecting it to go ahead and start up from the options chart. I'm expecting to stop. It might even gap up to 55. You see those numbers there?
Oh, on the option chain?
Yeah, on the option chain.
Yeah.
But what will happen is it's really bizarre, but those people will get paid. Might be 53, might be 54. So they're looking to double their money. They'll get out and then watch on the put side. I would say if it gets to 53, 54, 55, your 50 puts should go for 54. I would love, if it gets to 53, 54, 55 tomorrow, I would love to get 50 contracts of the 50 at 50 cents. It's only $2,500. Let's look at the chart on that for a second.
So here's the Twitter 2-day.
No. Do a 1-year chart. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. So that line right there, see, draw the line at 55. There's your next your resistance point. When you do this stuff, you've got to figure out where you think it's going to go, and it's right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just there, and that. Oh, even if you raise it up a little bit, just a little bit. You see what you're doing all the way. Keep going a little bit higher. A little bit higher. Here, see what you're doing?
Yeah.
That is, it's either going to go there. What is that? 58.
58.
It's either going to go. Your top is going to either be 58, or if you drop it back to where I said before, drop it back down.
Let's do this. I wonder.
Or draw another one. Yeah, it's either going to be. Yeah, it's going to either be there or there.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you look at this chart, you know, we drop down below this.
Yeah, and look at that. Look at that
Yeah.
beauty. That's a 5-minute rule right there. Look at that.
And then we
It's-
broke above it, hit support, broke through support,
Yeah.
ran into resistance.
So the 5-minute rule actually takes place also, you know, on a 1-year chart too. And so what it is isn't that a perfect? If it gets in there, it's either going to get range bound, or it's going to. I would venture to say it's going to bounce off of that at 55, and it's going to drop back to 45. So I might even jump in on that trade because so the trade is if it gets to 55 to buy the 50 puts for, let's say, 40 cents a contract, 50 contracts times 40, that's 2,000. And then you're looking for it to go to at least 47. So that would give you 50 contracts times 3. That's going to get you 15,000. So this is how you play the game. This is how you think. This is how you do it. Bring up that chart you brought up earlier. What's that one you guys like?
So there are a couple out there. I know you guys have been following OPK.
Yeah.
There's someone actually mentioned Neo, which
Now bring up OPK again. This is showing you why you got a problem. Yeah, draw that line right there at the bottom of that. Go down. Yeah, go to the bottom of that. Now forget that. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Keep going up. All the way. Keep going up.
oh,
Up, 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 up.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
right there. There it is. Do you see that?
yeah,
That's your problem right there. It's bouncing against that bottom of that.
yeah. And then again, if you look, here's support right here. You know,
Now, if it breaks that, it goes to 425. Do you see that too?
yep. Back up,
Draw another line there.
fills that gap basically.
Yeah, if it breaks that, this is your 5-minute chamber. This is looking at it from a long term.
Right. Yeah.
I expect it to go back to 370 this week, just so you know. That's my projection. If it gets back up to 373, I will be a happy man.
So let's see, there are two more. So there's Neo that someone is looking at, and I
Boy,
don't.
that's a nice move up. I'm not familiar with that one.
Neo's the Chinese Tesla, maybe, I think. So let's see here, 16,000, 38,000, 25,000.
Well, now this is a good way to look at a chart again. So your 23 is the money, 24 is the hammer, and it flows to 25 and the trade's done.
So let's look, let's shorten this. Yeah, that's not much room to move up. At 25.
Well, we're renting it. So the thing is it's more important to get the, it's more important to go ahead and get the direction right than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know how I said 25? Look at that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you can even see it right on the chart. That's where it's going.
Yeah, what are those 25 selling for? Weeklies?
Yeah, but what's going to happen is it's those, if it gets up to 25, those things will be worth $1. You're going to triple your money. And then they all jump out of the stock. Because the thing is that options are renting.
Right, yeah, there is that time constraint. Okay, one last one. And then it's time to go. HMHC. This one,
So this was a buyout, and they already announced what the buyout was, the amount was. It's at $21 from everything I've read.
now people are saying that that's not enough money. And that's where you get these huge volumes on these 22 and a halves all the way out to June.
Now, I will agree with, I mean, this is today. Look at that one on June.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact is that they're paying that much. You're buying the contracts for $35. So if you do the arithmetic on it, oh my gosh, that's like a fortune.
Yeah. At $23, you've kind of broken even. Well,
you got 30,000 times $35. 30,000 times $35. So you had over $1 million spent on that today.
Yeah, money's
for what? For what? I mean, if it doesn't go to 2250, you lost all your money.
Right, and that's, so let's see here. And actually it's 2280. 2280 minus, what are we at now? 2106.
Yeah, but the offer to purchase, I figured is right where we're at.
So this is, so for these to get in the money or to basically cover their costs, that's an 8% move.
You know, somebody could maybe mention that. I posted something on HMHC. What, maybe it's worth 2250. Maybe that's what the dimension is here. Because think about this logically. When someone puts an offer to purchase at a certain price, it's always $1 or $2 less than what the bid is or what the ask is, because it may not go through. Happened to Rite Aid, happened to all of them. Right. So maybe something's not right. Maybe that it's valued at 2250. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Right. So you have time. You have 74 days for these things. For these June.
Yeah, but if the trade is valued at 21, that's where I'm getting at. I don't see, and it's very unusual. It's almost like it has to be valued at 22 because nobody's going to pay that amount on something that's not a done deal.
Well, let me say this. So if you're saying that the value is at 21, let's say 21 and a half.
Well, let's go ahead and go back into this. Go into the statistics of this. Bring up that company. Now, I like Fidelity. Fidelity is my place. I like Fidelity. Yeah, don't go to that because that's not going to work. But that's good statistics right there. Now go to your to the stock itself.
Oh,
they'll do news and research or get a quote. Yeah.
That's not
yeah, I don't know if that's what you want. You could scroll down and see if it takes you. It's not taking you to, well, hang on, that might tell you there.
Financial statements.
No, it's not taking it to you. Now go to try get out of this program. So go to
and we can look at
let's do accounts and trade.
Exit.
Oh, you're on that new research. That's why it's not doing. Oh, there you go. Scroll down. Scroll down. This will always tell you what the stock is worth. What's it worth? 2.6 billion. Market capitalization. That's what the stock is worth. The buyout is 2.2 billion. Is it not? Have you looked into that?
No. I haven't.
Well, it's probably gonna be in the news. You scroll through the news. You got the news there?
Let's see here. Call volume up normal, direction bullish.
Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and go more news and events.
Expiration date tender offer.
Yeah, keep going down.
To target.
Next page. Next. See it right there, Houston to be acquired by Veresta Capital for 2.8 billion in cash. Go down. There it is right there. So if you open that up.
And that divided by shares outstanding.
Yeah.
Oh. That's, oh wait,
See, it's for $21 per share in cash.
yeah.
So why is it trading at $21?
Well,
That's the $1 million question. It's trading above what they ask for. It says, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. That's very unusual. You have something that someone's offered $23 a share to trade at 21.50, 22 at the most. There's always a risk built into it. So
yeah.
excellent. Well, I'm gonna let you go there, Brian. We hit them all.
Engine Capital outlines a plan for HF Carter Court's shareholders that could result in 42 per share within 3 years. So they're a private equity that owns 2.7%. I think they're saying it's not. I think they're saying the price isn't right yet.
Well, they're saying that it's undervalued, but if you go into it, I think what you're running into is, I think the thing is that they're thinking that another company could come in and offer more.
Watch, it's going to be another Rite Aid.
I don't know a lot about the trade and a lot about the company, but there's something not right here.
Yeah.
What does Houston Milfin do?
I think they're a publishing company.
Really? Who do want to? Let's go to the key statistics. This is what I tell you what a company is really worth. Go to key statistics. Oh, they got a nice growth. So this tells you this is a potential buy right here. You want a company that's got EPS growth, 82%. However, the last 5 years, the revenue growth is bad. Book value per share growth is bad. But we want to go down to the debt. See, I'd be shorting the hell out of this thing. Debt, long-term debt.
Yikes.
205%. Don't even make sense.
Yeah.
Return on equity, minus 56%. You're right. This is another Rite Aid.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know why they would buy this company. Price to cash flow is a negative amount. I don't know. Cash flow growth rate is minus 5%. Book value share growth is minus 17%. Yeah, go scroll down some more. Return on equity, minus 56%. Long-term debt equity, 206%.
yeah, education and learning technology company.
If you bring up Rite Aid, bring up Rad, you'll see this is what makes a stock worthless. This is why Rite Aid is worth like 20 cents right now. It did a reverse 20-to-1 split. Did that come up yet?
Yeah. Oh,
I
gosh.
don't think it did.
Rad.
Go up a little bit. Oh, there it is, Rite Aid.
Long-term.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 1,000% on their debt. And then it says income per employee. Every employee that works at Rite Aid loses the company $3,358.
Get rid of all your employees, save money.
No, this is a disaster. Wow, I didn't think, but see, now the thing is, you got total debt to capital is only 93%. See that in the middle?
Yeah.
Well, my point of the matter is that,
God.
you know, you can make $1 billion, but if your debt is more than what the company's worth, the company's really worth nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I think we're gonna
Brian, gotta go.
leave it on that note.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you about HMHC.
Well, you don't know. This is what it makes it interesting.
Yeah.
If you want to go ahead and they're banking on someone else doing an offer, I think the key thing is what's its all-time stock value? Go to a 5-year on the stock. Has it ever been this high?
No, max. Yeah.
That's what they're banking on. They're banking for somebody coming at 25.
And they got, like I said, an active investor that's saying that, hey, it's worth it. So yeah, for $30, you want to make that bet. You have what, 3 months?
No, they're betting it on to go 25 is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you later, bud.
Okay, doke. Have a nice trip. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Check in when you're down there.
Yeah.
Keep us in mind and keep posting.
I'll post a couple of videos on this trip.
Well, keep posting your stock tips. So
yeah, we'll do.
okay, doke. Have a good night.
All right, we'll see you.